Hiya, it's Eilien. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to chapter 3 of Life has Changed True Colours. I hope you're all doing wonderfully. The last episode was really quite a sad one. Can confirm that Gabe is in fact dead. So we were just going around Havin Springs, just checking on everybody, making sure that everybody was doing alright after such a horrible time. Losing Gabe. We were trying to locate Mac. We were trying to fire into Steph. I think I'm definitely team Steph. She is amazing. I really like her. She's really cool. Everything that I aspire to be in life and that I just always fail in. Coolness especially. Yeah, so it ended last time with a really beautiful lantern scene. I feel like I'm saying that really weird. Lantern. 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 That involved all the townspeople, townsfolk, townshumans, and they all came together to say their final goodbyes to Gabe, which was really lovely, really nice. However, Diane, what is she all about? What is going on there? Something dodgy is going on with Diane, and she does work for 𝓤𝓻𝓾𝓮 as well, which I think is significant. My favourite word. So let's settle in for another long ass chapter. Just jam into the tunes. The ambient music. Monster or mortal? Interesting chapter name. Hey, there she is. There's your gal.
You have a superpower? You're both fucking with me, right?
Not fucking with you, or I wouldn't call it that. I wouldn't call it that.
I'm not so into calling it a superpower, but all the rest is true.
Fine. Then tell me what I'm feeling right now.
You're feeling disbelief.
Is it love?
You're
Baby, don't hurt
actually
me.
a little annoyed. You feel hurt that we didn't tell you until now. Whether it's true or not, you don't like being left out.
Well, okay.
Good guess.
Oh shit. The foosball game. You knew exactly what to do.
Sorry, or you needed it. You needed it.
You needed to focus on the positive memories, not get lost in the sadness. I thought it would help.
It did. Just warn me next time, okay?
Deal.
She believes her then, that's good.
Never thought I'd have a freaky empath friend. Pretty wild.
So, any sign of Diane today?
Yeah, dodgy Diane.
No. But she was in yesterday working on her laptop.
You said she was afraid of something around Gabe's death. If she's covering up what 𝓤𝓻𝓾 did, I bet there's proof.
I hope so. If she comes in today, let's be ready with a plan. In the meantime, I've got to finish my shift.
We're on it.
Good work ethic.
Time to earn a paycheck. I should clean the dirty dishes around the bar.
Right, but first, we explore. Beer taps. What's new with the beer taps?
Ah, Colorado tap water.
Peanuts.
I'm not convinced this is totally sanitary, but what do I know?
Oh, a note. What does the note say? Jed, thank you so much for remembering my birthday last week, and that 𝓛𝓲𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓰𝓮 was excellent. You are welcome over anytime. Your best cook by a long shot, Francisco. We haven't met him yet, have we? Francisco. Jukebox. Yay! We can still use it. Great. What tune should we have on tonight then, my friends? I can't really remember what they all sound like, do we? Something like rocky indie would be. We just had that one on.
Respect to anyone that chooses to locomote for sport.
City Council notice. Oh, the Black Lantern will be closed on the last Thursday of every month from 8 AM to 11:30 AM for Town Council business. Please direct questions and concerns to Council Chair 𝓔𝓸𝓵𝓸𝓻𝓼. Thank you for your understanding. Town Council business? Oh, there's Jed. Good guy Jed. Let's speak to him.
Definitely the best boss I've ever had. Which, to be fair, isn't that high a bar.
Let's speak to him.
Did you trade out the quarters in the register yet?
All you, kid.
Joker. She is loving the tunes. Loving them. Shouldn't.
Where are you, girl from Rome? Gosh, I really miss that song. They used to play it in here all the time.
Weird. I've never heard it. Maybe Jed knows where it went?
So I guess we're speaking to Jed again.
I wonder what the song was. Maybe I can find out.
We'll come back and do that. Oh, there's Eleanor. I like Eleanor.
I feel terrible for Eleanor.
She's a nice lady.
And I don't think it's getting any easier. Hey, Eleanor. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Thank you, dear. I really appreciate your help from a couple weeks ago. It means a lot to me.
Of course. I'm glad I could help.
If I can get help on my own, Riley never needs to know about my condition. I won't have to be a burden.
It breaks my heart that she's coping with this alone.
Yeah. I can definitely see where she's coming from as well, because
how do these birdwatching contests even work? Who's checking the sightings?
Are you questioning my victory?
Oh, it's a birdwatcher lady.
Miranda, I would never.
Miranda.
But I do wonder about the other guys.
There's an honor code among birders. I've been competing since I was 12, and I've never seen it broken.
12? Wow. So, this win is a big deal for you.
Sorry, I thought I missed something over here, but that little note, I think we've maybe read it before. I forget. What was I saying before? They so
I better
rudely
do some
interrupted
cleanup
me.
before my shift is over.
Yeah, I was saying it must be. I can kind of understand where Eleanor's coming from too, though, because she's not want to worry her granddaughter, but at the same point, you know, Riley seems like a decent person, and she would just want to help her gran, and she would probably just want to be there for her, you know, because it's true she has to have to deal with it on her own, which sucks, man.
The spring festival is nigh. Nigh, I say.
Nigh. Please join us this evening in Heritage Park for the annual Spring Festival celebration, complete with food, drink, music, games, and more. Oh, sweet, so we'll get to see that then. I'm assuming. Making an ass of you and I. Or you and me. Oh my god, fucked it. Oh my god. Ruined it. Ruined the joke. If it can even be counted as a joke, it's more of a saying, isn't it?
Time for your bath.
I guess they're just the same thing to me.
In your face, 𝓚𝓮𝓲𝓾𝓮. I'm Birder of the Year, and your reign is finished.
Uh-oh. Better not tell Ryan I had a hand in that. Time for your bath.
Come back for the dirty dishes. They can wait. My favorite saying, the dishes can wait.
Steph and Ryan, the newest inductees. Gabe would be proud.
Typhon Flare. Typhon Mining Company. Integrity to our very core. It's time to change your life. Join the ever-growing ranks of the world leader in excavation, mining, and distribution. Typhon Mining Company is hiring both field and office positions, including team managers and directors. We're looking to build relationships with our communities, and that means giving you lifelong career opportunities that you won't find anywhere else. All Gabe's plaque.
Love you, Gabe.
Aww. In memory of Gabe Chen, who came into this bar as a stranger and left his family. Oh. Bomber jacket.
Rad jacket. I'm guessing boss man must be Jed.
Boss man. Is that what it says there?
The hell am I gonna do with a jacket that says Hell Divers on the back?
Jeez, I don't know, boss man. Maybe you could wear it, like the rest of us are gonna do.
You think I want to broadcast my affiliation with you jokers to the rest of the world? I got a reputation.
Not to be a single issue voter or anything, but fuck Typhon.
Preach it! Yes, on LBM 39, local ballot measure 39 will create hundreds of jobs in Haven Springs over the next 10 years. Keep Haven employed.
It's gonna be a long night tonight. Always is. Same thing every year.
Tonight's the spring festival. I wonder what's wrong.
Let's ask him.
Poor Ducky. I wonder what's going on. Hey, Ducky. Is everything okay?
Of course. I've never felt better.
Okay. Glad to hear it.
Kinda lying there, isn't he? Maybe just don't want to cause a fuss.
Jed acts like he's in charge, but we all know who really calls the shots in here.
The bare statue with the dart in its nose. For sure.
Ducky almost hustled me out of my first paycheck. Good thing Jed stepped in. Poor Amelia.
So, I started Dust and Daylight while you were at work.
You're kidding.
I already got to Verdant Cliffs.
Wait. Holy shit, seriously?
Yeah, I'm kind of addicted. It's a good game.
I'm so glad you like it.
It's like me with Back for Blood right now.
I really do.
Although I haven't played it in a while, actually. I went through a phase of just like blasting through Back for Blood and loving it, but I've actually just realised I've not picked it up in a while, so I'm to sort that. It's a great game, it's so fun.
Ready for the LARP.
LARP.
Hey, getting ready for the big LARP?
Oh, hey. Yeah. Trying. I hope we can get Ethan into it.
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm sure he'll like it.
What's that say? Spells. Oh god, I can't read that. Oh, necromancy.
I need to clear the dirty dishes around the bar.
Alright then. Let's do that. We also have to speak to Jed about that song, the missing song, right? We'll do that, actually, first of all. Oh, you can speak to Steph about it, shall we?
Hey, do you guys know a song that goes, "Where are you, girl from Rome"?
Holy shit. Blast from the past. Alabaster Daydreams.
The one that's missing,
I
yeah.
used to love that song. Gabe would put it on repeat just to mess with him. Got to the point where he couldn't stand to even hear it anymore.
Oh, man.
So, what happened to it?
Eventually, Jed pulled it out of the jukebox and stashed it somewhere. You could ask him.
Sweet. Thanks. How's it going?
We have some ideas that are gonna blow your mind.
Well, let's not get ahead of it.
Blow your mind.
Can't wait.
Right, let's ask him then. Song.
Hey, boss. Do the words Alabaster Daydreams mean anything to you?
Oh, hell. Like brother, like sister, huh? Fine. Guess it's been long enough. It's back behind the bar someplace.
You must hate the
Thanks.
song then. Oh, that's funny. Right, let's do that then.
Sorry, Jed. The people have spoken.
Let's see what this
All
sounds
right.
like.
Let's hear this infamous song.
It's at the start, isn't it? Right. Last dish then appears. Oh, there she is.
Hey, welcome. I'll be right with you. I better check in with Steph and Ryan.
See what they've got to say about this dodgy Diane.
Okay, she's here. What's the plan?
Well, we have two plans actually. But we're still workshopping them.
Workshopping.
What does workshopping mean exactly?
It means Ryan won't admit that my plan is perfect. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I asked Diane out on a date.
Wait, what?
And she's so into it. She doesn't notice one Ryan Lucan swiping her laptop. Ryan carries said laptop upstairs, acquiring damning evidence. Maybe Diane and I still hook up? Not important.
That's your plan?
Don't see anything wrong with it, I guess.
Oh my god, please tell me you have something better.
I do.
Oh, we
Now,
got
to
to
be
choose
clear,
between plans.
It's the same plan.
Oh, okay, that
Except
helps.
I'm the distraction.
Oh,
Look, Steph, I don't even think she's gay, alright? She's probably into the rugged mountain man type. All the transplants are.
yeah, but maybe she wants something different. Oh, these ideas suck, or let's keep workshopping.
Okay, maybe these plans do need some more time.
What? It's a simple plan, literally 2 steps. You just need to choose the hotter distraction.
Oh.
Okay, I'm not doing that.
The only tiebreaker we have.
Oh my god, pressure! So much pressure. Although it's obvious it's Steph, but you know. Yeah, wait till I think about this. Take a really long time to really think about what I want to do here. Steph.
Let's go with Steph.
Sorry about it, Ryan.
Badass DJ? It's a no-brainer. Sorry, Ryan.
Fuck yes. In your face.
Yeah, that's fair.
Look, I appreciate the effort, but we don't even know if she has anything worth stealing yet.
She's sitting there with her laptop,
talking to her. Maybe I can get her worked up and read her emotions. I'll let you know if I need that distraction.
Oh, Ryan's gutted. Gutted. Look at his face.
Your usual.
Sorry, man.
Thanks, Alex.
What's the best way to rile her up?
Help me for Gabe's sake, or I know you're responsible. I feel like I know you're responsible is a bit forward. I mean, it might be completely true, but if you're trying to sneakily be sneaky about sneaky things, then I think we go for help me for Gabe's sake.
You know all I want is justice for my brother. Please. Help me.
Alex, I can assure you that 𝓤𝓻 is committed to a full and open investigation. We want to find those responsible and hold them accountable just as much as you do. That's the truth.
Do you? Really?
She's got a great poker face, unlike Mac, but let's see what she's really feeling. Let me try and read her first.
Oh.
I should try reading Diane's emotions before we go any further.
Not literally look at her, like looking deeper at her.
Poor Gabe. No one deserves to die like that.
She's sad. If I keep her thinking about Gabe's death, maybe I can find out more.
Okay. Sherlock. Thinking about Gabe. What would remind her of Gabe? Oh, the cross. So maybe she's religious.
That's a nice cross.
Oh, thanks.
Oh. Good talk.
Oh, such a cute photo.
My niece and nephew. They're adorable.
We'll just ask about everything then?
Do you have enough napkins for the table?
Yeah. I'm fine, thanks.
Sticker Bloom.
William Bloom. Gabe loved him. I think he spent a whole year just listening to him.
Really? He had good taste. Surprised we never talked about it.
I bet you and Gabe threw back a lot of these together.
He was a great bartender. Made the long work days more bearable.
Join.
Are you joining in the LARP later? It's been so hard for Ethan. We're all hoping it will cheer him up.
I can't. Good luck, though. I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
Okay. Now I need to pick something that will push Diane's emotions over the edge.
Oh, Gabe's plaque. Or... yeah, Gabe's plaque. That'll surely do it, right?
You're not a bad person. But my brother is dead because of the choices you and 𝓤𝓻 made. How does that make you feel? I actually want to know.
Typhon is doing everything we can to address the situation. That's the truth. Okay?
All right. That's the emotion I was looking for. Time to explore Diane's guilt about Gabe.
Oh.
Okay. Time to find out what Diane is really hiding.
Oh, what is that? The folder, the phone. Okay, the folder or the phone.
He came here looking for a better life, just like me. He's gone. I'm still here.
Right, so she does feel some remorse about it, which is, I guess.
Hello?
Miss Jacobs, it's Deputy Pike.
Pike, I'm sorry, but we're very busy at the moment.
There's been an accident.
What kind of accident?
Wait. There's something else.
Oh, USB stick. Right?
I can't undo what Typhon did, or the role I played. But at least I have everything I need to protect myself from them.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
She must have evidence on the USB stick. Looks like I'll need a distraction after all.
You're up, Steph. Yeah, big ol' flirt.
Hey, Diane.
Oh, hey, Steph. How are you?
So, what's your deal?
I'm sorry?
Are you single? Semi-single? Taken, but still down to get drunk and make out?
Whoa. Was not expecting that at all. Am I blushing? I feel like I'm blushing.
Big time or no? Big time.
Yeah. I could see your cheeks from space.
Super. Real good luck for me.
Was that the wrong decision?
I'm so flattered. I don't even know what to say.
Hey, no sweat.
Whoa.
Just think
Nice
about
one,
it.
Alex.
Get back to me. I'm not going anywhere.
See ya.
Nicely done. Diane's like, I could go for some Steph. No, we want to date Steph. Although, if Steph would rather have some dodgy Diane, then that is totally up to her.
Holy shit, that was epic! Totally insane!
My heart is pounding.
Steph, there's a very real chance that you awoke something in Diane.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I love her. That was hilarious, or that was terrifying. Oh yeah, it was pretty funny.
You guys, oh, that was hilarious. Oh my god. I hope this was worth it.
I'm sure it will be. We gonna find some shit out.
Password protected. Guess I'm not surprised.
I'll bring this to Riley. See if she's willing to help. She's a whiz at computer stuff.
In the meantime, we have a LARP to do. Grab your hat and meet me at the park. And don't forget your guitar, okay?
Keep the hat, guitar really.
Is the guitar really necessary?
What? How can you be a bard without a guitar?
True.
The bard's whole job is to musically regale people.
She's got a
Well
point.
then, prepare to be regaled.
So, did you finish the thing?
Yeah, barely. It took me all night. I haven't carved like that in ages.
All right, I need to grab my guitar and the hat that Steph got me.
Oh, we got a bard's hat as well. Nice. Right, let's check our phone and journal out. We will be closed to regular businesses this afternoon in order to participate in Steph Gingrich live action game. We will see you all this evening at the park for the Spring Festival. Have fun! Live action game. Well, it's called a LARP, Dad. It's called a LARP. I knew that. I was testing you.
Wow. Typhon officially clears Typhon of any wrongdoing in death of local man at the hands of Typhon explosions.
A what? The Sheriff's Department would like to provide a brief update regarding our ongoing investigation into the death of Gabe Chen. Mr. Chen's death has been officially ruled an accident. However, our investigation remains open. Our goal now is to gain a comprehensive understanding of the events that led to his death in order to prevent further harm. Nate, coming out with the big questions, Nate. If it was ruled an accident, why are you still investigating? And they say, as stated above, the goal at this point is to gather enough information to prevent it occurring in the future. Accident, scare quotes. Yum, love to like boots. Please don't make me disable comments. Oh my god. Fuck's sake. I don't think that's right. There's obviously something really weird going on. Something they're kind of hush-hushing about. Good morning, Haven Springs. The famous rose cart has been polished up and stocked with our finest. You can find it in the park at sundown. Pick one up and present it to your spring festival sweetheart. Hector says, man, nobody's ever given me a rose at the spring festival. Don't worry, nobody's ever given Ryan one either. Har har, we'll see who's laughing tonight. Me, at you? Yeah, probably. Oh my god. What's Steph saying? Some of you still haven't synced up with me about your characters. Cutting it a little close here, buds. Hit me up. Ducky says, to Stephanie, very formal. I've written an extensive backstory for my character, inspired in part by sections of 𝓔𝓻𝓮's Journey to the West. However, whenever I try to include it in this application, I receive an error message to the limit that I've exceeded the character limit. Thoughts? Well, I know what I'm doing with my afternoon. Typhon again. Another charge. Because that went so well last time.
Best job I've ever had. Not that the competition is super fierce.
So they've returned to their normal hours of operation. And on a happier note, we want to give a big black lantern welcome to Alex Chen, who has accepted a full-time waitstaff position with us. Be sure to show her some love when you see her. Nice! Go Alex! Okay, Steph says, last call for LARPers. For those who haven't heard, I'm planning a LARP for the afternoon of the Spring Festival, and I'm in dire need of NPCs. If you've ever wanted to try LARPing, this is a fun, low-pressure way to get your feet wet. Come on by the Record Traders and let's talk details. Yeah, it does sound really fun. I'd be up for something like that. I think it'd be cool. Maybe cool's not the right word. Maybe like super duper crazy large amount of nerdy, but I think that is cool. That's what I love. To Stephanie. You're so formally. As if it's a letter. Did I ever tell you that I starred in a science fiction film? Oh! I was fresh from Korea when the director spotted me in a hardware store. He said, "Mister, have you considered being in pictures?" Of course I had not. But in those days I was so eager to swallow every morsel on my plate, so to speak. So of course I agreed. The film was to be called Invaders from the Mechanical Planet. Oh, so cool. I believe I still have a reel around here somewhere, should you wish to organise a screening. Hell yeah! Ducky, I have genuinely never wanted anything more in my life. Yeah! I hope we can see that. That'd be so cool. Charlotte, hey, I've decided to close my portrait commissions for the time being. I need to work through my backlog. That's fair enough. Totally fair enough. Jed.
So many memories of Gabe I didn't get to make.
Thank you to everyone who attended the Gabe Chen Memorial service, and a special show of gratitude to those who spoke. I think we did Gabe proud. Do you remember that thing he used to do when he would get choked up but he was too embarrassed to admit it? Ryan, I haven't cried since I was 14. It's allergies. Don't look at me. Gonna miss him a lot. No. Okay, so I think we've caught up now. Messages. So Riley. Okay, random question, random answer. Are you Princess Shushu 2539? Oh my god, how? Lol. No, really, how? You showed me Shushu when I visited. Oh yeah, that's her little teddy bear. Our little teddy mouse. And 2539 is Alex on a phone keypad. She is so smart. Man, cracked it. I've been had. So you play Dust and Daylight. I didn't take you for a JRPG girl. Yeah, me neither. I found it here and thought I'd give it a shot. Now I can't get enough. I thought I was playing single player only. You must have spirit guides turned on because I could see you wandering around the Port of Clouds. Ah, that's so cool. Can we play sometime? I'm stuck at the big scorpion boss. I'd love to. Hey girl, thanks for the drink last night. Great to do some wine with you. You got it. Let's do it again. Steph. Where did we leave off with Steph? I'd love to keep playing Come Over Tonight. Sick. Alex, I'm going to start running a Tunnels and Chambers game this week if you want to join. Hey, I have no idea what that involves. 1, you won't be terrible. 2, it's our first session. Rad. Oh, so it sounds like they've been hanging out quite a lot. By the way, you're genuinely great. Aw, you have a gorgeous voice. Thank you, that's way too kind. Maybe a downright lie. Nah. Ryan. My ass still hurts. Short notice, but tonight is my annual viewing of this amazing nature documentary if you want to join. Amazingly, Steph is busy for the 3rd year in a row. I'm detecting a pattern here. Is there some stuffy... Oh my god, sorry. Is there a stuffy British dude narrating? Is that David Attenborough? Are they calling him a stuffy British dude? David Attenborough is a treasure, man. A national treasure. I love him. Stuffy British dude. Oh. Oh, Mac. Thanks for the help. Just remember I never told you anything. I risk more than just my job to talk to you. Oh, that sounds very ominous. Charlotte. Char, how much of the gummies is too many gummies? Oh, so she's had some edibles. Oh, sweetie, try and relax. Can you tell me how many you had? How worried would you be if I said 5? Did you have anything else with them? Just snacks. Take a nice deep breath, drink water. Lie down. Okay, thank you. Did I ever tell you that I think you're so beautiful? Thank you. Just put your phone down and close your eyes. Oh man, she was high. Oh, Steph and Ryan. Oh, group texting now. Ooh. We'll have to go to the start for this, sorry. Okay guys, I'm making this official. Welcome to the Takedown Typhon thread. Fuck yeah. It's an honour and pleasure. Steph, we're not driving to Denver and breaking into a highly secure corporate office. Right, okay. And the journal. Ryan Rage. Ryan's anger had teeth. It was sharp, savage, self-directed, a rabid animal with its prey cornered. And because he was convinced he had aired that anger, he was ready to submit to it, to let it eat him alive. It was strange finding the shape of Gabe in the absence he'd left behind. I want more of Gabe than I got. Ryan got it, a whole Gabe, a Gabe who breathed and took up space. And then the knife, the rope, the ravine, the only things in the world. He hated himself. I told him the truth, that Gabe would have forgiven him, that he wasn't alone. My job is to keep people safe, not a hero, a coward, dead because of me. Can't shake the thought that you're dead because of me, and you're not here to forgive. I don't know how to go where the dead folks go, but I also don't know how to live. Diane's sadness. Guilt sits so strangely in people. All the gnawing urgency of anger, all the pressing weight of sadness, each cancelling the other out until you feel paralysed, staked to the spot. It's a horrible thing to carry around with you and I wouldn't wish it on anyone. But Diane comes close to deserving it. She saw Gabe as a sort of twin, another outsider dragged to Havin Springs, who found a way to make this place his home. She actually misses him, feels the emptiness of the space he left. It rips her up inside, but in the face of that anguish, what does she do? Curls inward, fortifies her defences. That's her focus, saving herself. Yeah, so she's being quite selfish then. By the sounds of things and by her behaviour. She could have been so much better than she is, but I don't know, maybe so could I. I tricked Diane. I dug up her grief and fooled her into confronting it. Maybe it was naive to think of this power as basically selfless. Yeah, it's a good point, isn't it? Because she's using this kind of twist, Diane, to twist things a little bit. But also for the greater good, I would say. The greater good. But knowing I can use it to manipulate someone like that, yeah, I'm not sure I like it. No one deserves to die like that. I can't undo what Typhon did. He came here looking for a better life. There's been an accident. I can't undo what the Titan did to the boy you saw yourself within. Your knife but the Titan's hand, carving accident into his skin. Okay, so I think that's everything in this little bit, so back to the game. Sorry that's so long-winded, that part. I want to include it though because I think it's really important if you're following along with the game. Yeah, Chipmunk.
Ducky said this would help me feel at home.
I'll
have to take his word for it.
It's cute though, isn't it? Music stuff. Kings of Wait, Sugar Pie Riot. I have no idea who that is.
Sometimes it's hard to say where Gabe ends and I begin. His job, his apartment, his life here. But if there is a seam somewhere, I see it most in Steph and Ryan. In my mind, when we're all together, I can imagine him in my place, and I can watch the scene unfold like a spectator for a life I barely knew. Or, if I choose instead, I can forget about Gabe and just accept, however improbably, that Steph and Ryan care about me for my own sake, for no other reason. I think I know which one Gabe would prefer.
It's too mellow. We need some like Kings of Leon. I used to really like Kings of Leon's music when I was in school. Not so much anymore. I mean, I do listen to them occasionally. Like Molly's Chambers and that, but I don't really go out of my way, I guess, to listen to them. But they have some really good stuff. This one's also quite mellow, isn't it?
Sometimes it's hard to say where Gabe ends.
It would be good if we could just put the music on and wander around the apartment with it on, wouldn't it? I don't really... What Kings of Leon song though? I'm curious. Oh, the same one. I mean, that's better. That's what we're looking for. Some, like... upbeatness. Such a smile. Okay. What else can we have a swatch at?
I haven't beat Steph a single time. That just means I'm overdue for a win, right?
Of course.
I don't even know if I'm doing this right, but it felt like I had to do something.
Oh, that's nice though, little shine. Another video game?
I know this is Ethan's copy, but I'm level 73, and I'm not stopping.
Level 73. Whoa. The laptop?
I found some really cute photos of Gabe and Ethan on this thing.
A photo.
Life in Haven would be a lot worse without these two weirdos.
Steph's face. And Ryan's face.
Life in Haven would be a lot worse without these two weirdos.
A gnome.
A housewarming gift from Eleanor.
Aww.
She said Gabe loved these little dudes.
That's so sweet.
We're one step closer now.
Totally not corporate sabotage to-do list. Okay, so figure out Diane's deal. Maybe read her. Alex, working on it. This is done. So check public records for Typhon accident reports. Ryan. Legal ways to file a complaint with Typhon Corporate. Ryan, done. Turns out corporate law is complicated. Contact private investigator. Steph. All three dudes gave a crazy high price. Pass. Research other Typhon sites in the US abroad. Spy on minors in the Black Lantern. Do you want me to get fired? No. Use the dark web to find an elite hacker. Couldn't figure out the dark web. Take a break and watch Nightmare on Elm Street. Done. Done. Very productive. A note.
Steph, I will murder you.
Alex, Steph told me to be willing to play at our next open mic night. I wager it'd really help loosen folks up and break the ice. Can you make it? That'd be fun. Gummies.
Wish I'd taken Steph's advice. Ugh.
Alex, thanks for the foosball game. I mean it. Also, only one of these at a time. Drawer.
I still haven't gotten you open yet. Must be a key around here somewhere. Wow. Steph is a rock star for putting this together. Ethan is gonna flip.
Okay, a day in the kingdom of 𝓛𝓲𝓵𝓸𝓾𝓮. Welcome, travellers. Today, 𝓛𝓸𝓵𝓾 the Monster Slayer visits the troubled Stoneborn, capital city of 𝓛𝓲𝓾. Can he dispatch the ravenous monster horde and save the kingdom? LARP basics. A LARP is a game in which players portray their characters through physical action, using costumes and props to add to the fun. Safety rules. We're here to have fun, don't hit too hard. Blah de blah de blah. Next. So, name Alto. Oh, this is us. So, race half elf, class bard, level 1, health points 10. Attacks and magic. Backstory. After an unusual encounter with a dire wolf swallowing her loot, Alto the bard has been a constant companion to 𝓛𝓸𝓵. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Yeah, a constant companion to 𝓛𝓸𝓵 the Monster Slayer. The two have endured many trials and have recently found themselves answering a call for heroes in the city of Stoneborn. This is 𝓛𝓸𝓵. 𝓛𝓸𝓵 the Monster Slayer is the most famous hero of the 𝓚𝓸𝓵𝓾𝓮 Peninsula. Even the smallest child knows how he once felled a valley bear with empty hands and hurled a spear into the breast of a wraith mid-flight. Entire cities have been saved from the scourges of darkness, thanks to 𝓛𝓸𝓵's unrivaled strength. This is so cool. Oh, a map! The capital city of 𝓛𝓲𝓾, His Majesty's Summer Castle. Wow, this is so well thought out. Really cool. Shushy.
A dire rat joined your party.
Ah, see, she's getting into it. Oh, more stuff to wear. Although, are those carrots on her shirt? I actually really like that yellow check. I love check shirts. I wear them all the time. I think I've said this before in like episode 1, but I think everybody looks good in check shirts, regardless of any other factors. We'll go for this one, I think. Something a bit different than the yellow she's been wearing. Okay. We missed anything else? Bike.
Leave it to me to wreck Gabe's bike on my first ride. At least Ryan had a good laugh about it. My weapon of choice.
So where's this hat then that Steph was talking about? Ah, and here? Maybe?
Huh. There it is.
And the key. Nice. A robot.
Half person, half dump truck. I feel you.
Feather boa.
I don't need to know what that was for.
Oh, a secret beer.
Another one of Gabe's hidden cans. Dork. Oh shit.
Oh, what's happened?
The feather on the hat must have fallen off.
Oh.
Maybe I can find it.
Maybe...
Gabe's last effects from the coroner. Pike dropped it off a few days ago. Guess I've been avoiding looking through it. Okay. You can take the kid out of juvie. Oh.
You're hot. Hurry up and finish your shift. Oh.
I'm not giving up yet, Gabe. I better find that feather. Steph is a stickler for details.
Okay, hi. It's the next day. I had to boost from my PC last night, but it's all good because we're continuing today. So we have the hat now. And what else do we have to look for? Is it the guitar? I think so. Ah, the key. The mystery key. Ooh.
This must have been Gabe's.
Make shit right list. Find Alex, find owner of stolen Chevy, reimburse Jed for free rent, return Ernesto's Walkman, donate to the Lawrence Detention Centre, apologise to Vic, new bong for Kevin, apologise to Zoe, really apologise to Katya this time, apologise to Ira and tell him you like his remixes. Oh.
That's a long list. And I bet he would have gotten through it.
Apologise to Oscar, pay Mr. Wilbeck for the Chevy, apologise to that guy from the mall, write a thank you letter to Lenny, mail check to Mrs. Franks for the broken window, she moved to Maryland, track her down, write to Miss Henry at Buckman High and tell her she was right. Forgive Dad. Oh, that's a very long list of shit making rightness.
Wow, Gabe. Still finding ways to break my heart, huh?
Alright, is that everything in that drawer? Yeah. So we'll grab our guitar. I think unless there's anything more to look at.
One day, I'll stop being a freeloader. For now, I'm just grateful.
Alex, I appreciate your offer to start paying rent. Take a few months to fill your piggy bank first, then we can talk. Oh, that's pretty kind. Right. Oh, we've got upstairs again. I love going upstairs here. The view is so nice from their balcony. There probably won't be anything new up here, but
Yikes. This garden is looking gnarly.
gnarly, bro.
I wonder how many times Gabe got stoned up here and stared at these. Guessing it was more than 0. I haven't played for anyone else in years. That was a good night. So far, Ryan is the only one that uses this. Maybe I should just gift it to him. Ugh, you need a lot of help, don't you?
Oh, we can weed the plants. Damn, that was the quickest feeding ever. Guitar skills. Right, plants again.
Maybe I can clean you up a bit.
Alright. Oh, a cute bird. Not just any bird, a cute bird.
Look, man, if you want to live here, you need to do your own dishes.
Alright, any more plants? Oh, that nice view again. What is that up there? What is that? What the fuck is that? It's moving. It looks like a bird. I don't know. It shall remain a mystery. Right, let's go back downstairs. Hey, guitar. Guitar. Look at her. Looks like a proper bard. Bard ass. Wait, how do... Can I not leave? Am I stuck in here? Indefinitely? I've got something else to do probably. Let's check. Let's check. Find feather. Aha. Where would that be? Oh no, was that maybe upstairs in the balcony? Ah, there it is. That's the look complete then.
Okay. I better find Ethan right away.
What she said to us. Yo, sup? Okay, never mind. That was before. Oh, I'm not sure the LARP is happening. Ethan's not into it. Shit, sounds like his dad is picking him up in a few hours too. Oh. Oh, yeah, better go find him.
Alex the Bard, ready to serve. Time to head out.
Let's move. Oh, there's a little fish there. I never noticed that before. There you go. Every day is a skill day.
Hey.
I don't need, like, cheering up or whatever.
Okay. So, maybe this wasn't the most subtle idea, but...
Do it for Gabe, do it for me, or do it for Steph. Oh. That's actually quite a hard choice, I think, because... I think Ethan's really hurting over Gabe, which is understandable, totally. So that might make him more upset to say something like that, but also might be the only thing that makes him sort of have the courage to... I don't know, actually. Steph? Because Steph's the one that's absolutely buzzing about this, so I feel like that's maybe the best option because she's just so enthusiastic and she's trying really hard to cheer him up, so I think maybe Steph would be the best option there?
Steph's been planning this for days and days. She really cares about you.
I do want to do this. It's just... Everyone's been working so hard. And if I'm not happy, they'll all be disappointed.
So he's feeling pressured then to be happy, I guess.
Must be weird having a bunch of adults pressuring you to dress up in a costume and act like you're having fun.
Yeah, especially my mom. She always looks so... sad. 'Cause I'm like bummed out. But I can't just pretend.
Sure you can, or then don't. Yeah, you shouldn't have to pretend at all. Everyone should understand what he's going through. Sorry, I've been shaking that with my leg. Sorry if the webcam's been swaying. I've been absent-mindedly, like, just shaking my leg. But I'm thinking, like, Ethan's just a kid. There's no pressure. He shouldn't feel pressure to act a certain way just to keep other people happy. You know, there's a life lesson there for everybody. Don't act a certain way just to please other people when it's something you don't want to do, or outwardly put on a fake smile for other folks. So I think don't is maybe a good option.
So, don't pretend. Just be yourself. Or yourself with a foam sword and a funny hat.
But what if I'm still, you know, not having fun?
Then don't. That's fine too. No one will be disappointed in you for being you.
All right. But I don't want to do it alone. You have to help me.
Of course.
It'll probably do him some good as well to take his mind off things for a little bit.
𝓛𝓸𝓵, the monster slayer! Thanks to the gods and all the heavens you've come. I am in desperate need of a great hero. Could you be the one? Please, tell me of your exploits.
There's a bunch of stuff. Maybe my bard can sing something about me.
Oh.
Sure.
On the spot. Oh, horde of ogres are ancient kraken. Oh. It's gotta be the kraken, right?
A kraken ate a city every year until it died on 𝓛𝓗's spear.
My goodness. So, you must be 𝓛𝓗's bard, Alto, whose songs have magical powers. It sounds like you are exactly the heroes I need. My name is King Tabor. The age of monsters has come upon my kingdom. Horrible creatures stalk the streets. My people live in constant fear. But there's hope. An ancient prophecy describes 3 mysterious gems, known as soul jewels, that can save us all. I need you to go search the kingdom, survive whatever's out there, and bring me back those jewels. Do you understand?
Yeah. Yes.
Good. Then you must go, now. My people are counting on you.
Should we start with the main road?
Okay.
Time to find some jewels.
Oh.
This is kind of exciting.
Yeah. Wait, hang on. Phone's blowing up. Phone's blowing up. The magic emporium arrived in the night, transforming an empty storefront into a fully stocked magic supply shop. Mortal residents are encouraged to come by and peruse our wares. Sorry, did I say magic? The Magpie Emporium. And Lathe Flowers. Reminder, we are open. We know a lot of you have floral needs in the ramp up to the Spring Festival, so despite the event on Main Street, we'll be maintaining business hours until 5 PM today. Attention monster hunters, this appears to be a result of some sort of extra-dimensional rift opening up and spilling in our universe's florist into our world. The Magpie Emporium will investigate. I'm glad you're having fun, honey. Well, character sheet. Yeah, we saw that in the apartment. Cool.
Alex really saved the day. Gabe would be proud.
Thanks, Jed.
Okay, so we're heading for the main roads.
How do we know where to look?
I think we don't know. It's a true adventure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Winging it. Alright. So the main road would be this way? Even the music's really medieval sounding, isn't it?
Looking cool.
Thanks, Parkman. Oh, wrong way.
What do you think the jewels are?
Oh. For?
Okay. It's a wolf.
A dire wolf.
Shit, what do we do?
I think we have to fight it.
Come on then. There's just some Mortal Kombat thing going on here. Oh, okay. Magic. Stirring him.
Stirring him! Double 𝓤𝓛𝓲𝓃's next attack.
Ethan. Stab or burning blade? Burning blade.
Burning blade! 2 damage, and you're on fire for the next 2 turns.
Oh, nice.
Ah! 2 damage. Ah! I'm still on fire.
Worst Pokemon battle ever. What attacks do I have? Untuned cord. Cord?
Untuned cord. 1 damage.
Ethan, magic.
Shield of Courage! Protected by Shield of Courage!
Ah! I'm still on fire.
Oh. That was relatively easy.
Loot!
Okay, yo.
Oh, cool! I learned a magic attack!
1 damage to allies? Better be nice to 𝓤𝓛𝓲.
New skill acquired. Class Warrior. Skill Fire Blast. Oh, I love using fire in games. Magic. 3 damage to enemies and 1 damage to allies. Maybe use once per battle only. Okay.
Let's keep going! What do you think this key is for?
Maybe it unlocks something in one of these stores.
You can annoy.
Sorry, Ryan. It was self-defense. How do we know for sure it's dead? Should we tickle it?
Stop it. Be serious.
This is actually really fun.
I know, right?
Okay, let's check the phone. Direwolf and Serpent. And Riley texts us, isn't she? Yeah.
I should probably drop in on Riley and thank her in person.
Okay. We'll drop in. Anything over here?
Let's go to the peach.
It's cute.
Scroll of Healing. Restores you and your allies to full health. Removes all negative status effects. Poison, stun, etc. Maybe used only once.
Right?
What is that?
It's a magic scroll we can use in fights.
Oh, awesome! We should find as many.
Now, who do we have here?
Ice Cream Man.
𝓤𝓛𝓲 the Monster Slayer. And my bard.
And what you up to, 𝓤𝓛𝓲?
saving your lives. There's monsters out there. Orcs and minotaurs and such. Be careful.
Sounds dangerous.
This is really
How
cool.
about a dragon with a candy.
Sorry, the conversations keep cutting off. My bad.
Aren't I supposed to be the one teaching you how? Hey, what's all this?
Too busy to talk right now. Sorry.
Knock him dead?
Right.
Sorry. Hey, kid. You responsible for that massacre in the Black Lantern?
Whoa. There was a massacre?
Better check it out.
Scroll of advantage. You and your allies get an extra turn. Sweet.
Found a scroll?
Yeah.
What?
No, not a real massacre.
Take heed. It is believed that a swamp troll has taken residence below the eastern bridge. Use extreme caution when crossing, or better yet, don't.
I bet there's something fun in the record store.
Ooh, yeah.
No one appreciates my fine work. Ho there! You look like adventuring folk. Perhaps the magpie can set you straight.
Oh.
Step in. What a thankless life. Being a smith in the age of monsters.
Whoa. He's really into this.
Yeah, good on him. Taking it seriously, as it should be done.
Everything okay? You seem pretty, grumpy.
I've forgotten the damn components of sun silver. Don't suppose you know the composition?
If we find out, we'll tell you.
Can we pick up that
I won't
scroll?
hold my breath.
No? Don't think so. Right, we'll go in here. Write the sign first.
I'm guessing this is a fancy art gallery. Wait, no. A pet shop.
Enter.
Go for it.
Monster or mortal?
Mortal.
Come in. Sorry about the lock. These are dangerous times. Welcome to the Magpie Emporium.
Oh. So, this is like a magic shop.
I'm gonna take a look around a bit, okay?
Okay.
Man, it looks so cool. She's
Let's
done
see
so
what
good.
Steph's done to the place.
Nice. Magical wares.
I bet we're supposed to buy something here.
We'll have a look around first, and then we'll come back to the magical wares.
Holy shit. Steph looks fantastic.
When Alex said I'm hot, did she mean it? Or was she just messing around?
Never seen Steph feel this way before. Maybe I could reassure her. She's always so confident.
These all look pretty useful.
I do curate my wares.
I'd like to try one of those bard instruments, please.
You'll need to schedule a private appointment.
I'll do that.
Ooh. Smithing scroll.
Oh, hey. Sun silver. We should tell that blacksmith.
Components: iron, goblin ore, fire powder. What's that over there? A business license.
That's not ominous at all.
The Sorcery Guild hereby authorizes the Magpie Emporium to buy and sell items with magical properties. The guild assumes no responsibility for the consequences. Oh!
It's a wonder Valkyrie's ever hungry. What with all the human flesh I assume she consumes.
Valkyrie's a cool name for a cat.
I guess some heroes are into bards with flashy guitars, but I'm glad 𝓛𝓸𝓵𝓸𝓾𝓮 has better taste.
Widely believed to be the instrument of 𝓔𝓹𝓲𝓾𝓮. Priceless or best offer. Aw.
Warning. Cat is cursed. Do not pet. Yeah, no need to warn me.
Tarot cards.
Seeking insight? Draw a card. Huh. What do I want insight about?
People? Oh, Steph.
Really?
The Hanged Woman, a card of self-surrender, fates accepted and the unknown embraced. Fates accepted. I'm not honestly sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess like embracing the unknown would be a good thing because you're sort of like accepting whatever will be, but self-surrender. Yeah, okay, I guess that's maybe a good thing. How about me?
I mean, I hope that's true.
Temperance, a card of moderation from inner calm and balanced perspectives. Yep. Ryan.
Is that true for Ryan? I hope so.
The Star, a card of inspiration, optimism, and hope for the future. Alright, let's find out about some things and some stuff. Havin.
Yikes.
Oh, a card of endings, inevitable transformation, and letting go. Death. That one is a bit sucky. What else is there? My power.
Chaos and destruction. Yeah. No shit.
Of revelation and escape. And Typhon, oh god.
Holy shit.
The devil.
Too real.
A card of power and domination and the pursuit of same. The pursuit of same. Okay, next. Oh, that's everything. Alright, safety procedures.
Wonder if they have drills for this.
In case of monster attack, gather those who matter, cast a protective circle, create an illusion in another direction, and await Archmage assistance. Not guaranteed. Oh, spells.
Spells. Very cute stuff.
Are these spells for sale? To members of the Sorcery Guild only. Sorry.
Alright then. Golems.
Golems. Animation fee not included. Oh, Steph.
What's this? A skull?
That actually looks legit.
Maybe it is.
He's forging the Sky Sword of Power.
Oh yeah?
One day, 𝓛𝓸𝓵𝓸𝓻 gonna find it.
As a classically trained bard, I gotta say, this music's not bad.
Alright, so we'll speak to Steph. Tell her she
The
looks hot.
streets used to be full of people.
Oh, okay, maybe not.
Steph looks fantastic.
Yeah, I thought Alex said something about we should reassure her or something, or we should... No? Okay.
The soul sapphire's right there. For sale.
Okay, so we've got Soul Sapphire, Scroll of Nimbleness.
I am the only vendor of magical items in the kingdom.
Alright. Scroll of Nimbleness, Scroll of Advantage, Troll Dust.
How much money do we have?
Only 1 gold.
Oh. So we would have to come back then, once we've defeated more.
Why is this 10,000 gold?
Was I too generous? It was originally 20,000, but...
No, I meant... Never mind.
Maybe we can make some kind of deal with her.
She cracks me up. We'll discuss them all and see what...
Do you think we'll run into any trolls?
I don't know. But I bet this is on sale for a reason.
Do you?
Nimbleness is kind of a funny word.
Thanks, 𝓛𝓸𝓵. It's really insightful. We have a scroll of healing already, right?
Yeah, but you can never have enough healing.
Very true.
So we've got 1 scroll of advantage already.
Don't you want more advantage?
So Ethan seems really into that Soul Sapphire.
10,000 gold? Okay. Obviously, there's some other way to get this.
Let's haggle.
Would you consider giving us that sapphire?
For my hand in marriage, for free, or for 1 gold?
In exchange for something far more valuable. My hand. In marriage. And all of its associated benefits. And you should know, I wouldn't offer if I didn't mean it.
He doesn't know what to do.
I mean...
Oh man, this just got real.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't intrigued. But I'm afraid I can't accept.
Oh man.
For now.
We need the sapphire right away. It's for a quest to end the age of monsters.
I've heard there's a magical fish that lives in the River of Sorrows. Bring me back 1 of its scales, and I'll give you the sapphire in return.
Ooh, a quest.
Side quest.
Yeah.
Side quest. Technically, yes. Okay. Sure thing.
I do.
Maybe when Ethan's not around.
Alright. Oh, what does this say?
Man, my dating life could have used a truth spell or 2.
Unbetrothed come to the Magpie Emporium on Sunday evenings, meet other unwed hopefuls in a truth-spelled environment. Love potions strictly prohibited. Yeah, I think we could have all have done with one of them. Or several. In the past, at least. So we gotta go to the River of Sorrow, did she say? A river of something. Oh yeah, let's tell the blacksmith what we found.
Hey, we found the components of sun silver.
It's iron, goblin ore, and fire powder.
Praise the gods. Of course. How could I forget? Why don't you take that scroll For your kindness.
Oh!
I've no need of it.
Nice one. Thanks, mate. Another scroll of advantage. Nice.
Got another scroll. Cool.
Okay, let's keep exploring then. Where else can we go?
Life without the monster. Life without the monsters. Seems like so long ago.
Steph's still waiting for us to find her that magical fish scale.
Should we do that first, actually?
I wonder how Riley's doing with the USB. Such a gorgeous day. I wish I used it better. Can I recommend LARPing?
Okay, let's go speak to Riley.
Mind if I duck in here a second?
Oh, bard business or real life errand? Bard business?
I have to, renew my Bard Guild membership.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just a little white lie. Additional staff required. Welcome to the Gleam team.
Hey there. I could ask Riley how progress is going with the USB.
You could indeed.
Man, small towns. Everyone's been going out of their way to congratulate Riley these past couple of weeks. Must be hard to find new employees in a small town. I hope it works out.
Seeking cheerful, friendly staff to assist with store management, flower arrangement, customer service, cashier, deliveries. Family-owned business in Havin for almost 25 years. Please speak to Eleanor. No.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, what else can we have a nosy at? Raffle.
So Eleanor's donating all those decorations?
Light Flowers annual spring raffle. Take home a beautiful arrangement from this year's festival. One ticket is $1. All proceeds support the Havin Springs Historical Preservation Society.
For Spring Festival. These are freaking gorgeous.
Check.
This is just so nice.
Oh, $500. Dear Riley, you need a new computer for your fancy new scholarship. If this doesn't cover it, tell me and I'll write another check. I'm so proud of you. So I was wondering while we were looking around everything, I was thinking, oh, she must have got into that place she was interviewing for. That's really cool. You're the one Gabe was helping her with the interview.
Riley's like 300 pages in. Must be a good book.
The Mascaron Effect. An astonishing vision of the future. That does sound so interesting. A bus ticket.
God, I took that bus here barely a month ago. Feels like it's been years.
And computer.
I will definitely not touch this.
What does it say? Hack, be nimble, password cracker. Oh, Okay, right, so we have to ask her about this. See if she's made any progress with old dodgy Diane's USB stick.
Sooner or later, Riley's gonna figure out Eleanor's secret.
Yeah. Did you mean to order this twice? If not, I'll send it back. Yeah, it sucks.
Any luck with the USB? No, not yet. It's gonna take hours, if we're lucky.
Oh.
If you want to check it out, it's running on the office computer, but don't touch anything.
Okay.
Done it.
Thank you so much for doing this.
You don't have to thank me. It's the least I could do for Gabe. And actually, it's kind of fun.
I didn't realize you were so good with computers. Is that what you're going to school for?
Civil engineering. Or maybe robotics? It's a lot to figure out. Kind of crazy. Anyway, let's talk about something else.
I don't know, I'm kind of interested to hear about what she wants to do.
I saw Eleanor at the Black Lantern this morning.
She probably needed a break from me. I've been nagging her all morning about getting one of those, like, medical alert buttons.
Oh
man.
I'm gonna be 4 hours away, and she's never lived alone before.
How's Mac doing? I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, he's around.
What does that mean?
We're going through another rough spot. I'm leaving soon, and he's not taking it too well.
Sorry.
Okay, talk later.
Let's talk later.
I'll let you know if I make any progress.
Thanks again.
Yeah, I was thinking as well that Diane must surely know that her USB stick is gone, no? Or she'll find out sooner or later and she will probably... I don't know. You'd imagine she would put two and two together and know that Steph or Alex took it while Steph was flirting with her. No? Am I giving her too much credit there? Probably am. Probably am.
I wonder what we'll find at the Bridge of Flowers.
And that'll be this way, right? Yeah.
I wonder what we'll find at the Bridge of Flowers. I wonder what we'll find at the Bridge of Flowers.
Okay, we get it. Oh, man.
Oh, shit! Troll! Incoming!
He's got a soul jewel right there.
Oh, you like my belt? It's made of human skin.
What do you think we should do?
Fight, bribe, or threaten. Oh, fight.
Let's take him.
I'll smash you to bits.
That was maybe a bad idea.
Stirring him! Double Thanor's next attack.
Which will be, I like Burning Blade.
Burning Blade! 2 damage, and you're on fire for the next 2 turns.
Throwing rock.
Oh.
2 damage.
Ooh.
Ah, I'm still on fire.
Alex.
Untuned cord. 1 damage.
Ethan. Oh, Fire Blast. Hell yeah.
Fire Fire blast! 3 damage to you.
Oh, forgot. I forgot that hurts me.
Sorry.
Worth it.
Throwing rock. 2 damage.
Oh.
Ah, I'm still on fire.
What item shall we use? I don't think we have to heal yet, so we'll do advantage.
Scroll of advantage.
Yeah.
You gain an extra turn.
Shield of courage.
Shield of courage.
Alex. Distortion field. We've not used that yet. Let's try that.
Distortion field. 1 sound damage for the next 2 turns.
Nice. Another one.
Stirring him. Double Thanor's next attack.
I think we'll try stab.
Oh,
4 damage. Nice. 4 damage.
Stunning punch.
Ah! Stunned.
Ah, my ears are ringing.
Oh.
2 damage.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yay, we got the... What's it called again? Soul something.
Here. Look what else I got.
Oh, Strike of Wrath. 3 damage. Oh, yeah.
1 down, 2 to go.
Yup. That's definitely Ryan under there, right?
Pete Nowak. Hey, does anyone know how to... Sorry. Hey, does anyone know how long the play game thing is going on? Is there still time to sign up? It looks super fun. Sorry, dude, we're in pretty deep at this point. Aw. That's a shame. Okay, so... we have to get to the river, so would that be...
Steph's still waiting for us to find her that magical fish.
What's in here? Since you two already dealt with the troll, maybe you can do something about the river monster down the alleyway.
Alright.
Easy.
That alley? Come on. Monster abundances are when you need apothecaries the most.
Aw.
Disappointed?
I thought I would finally get to go in.
Shh. They're here. Woe is me. Woe is me. Behold, my love has been slain by yonder river monster.
Where?
Just down the... yonder... alley. Near the river. Alas, alas.
Dude, you're supposed to be pretending to be dead.
Wow. That actually felt really sad.
Dead guy.
Yeah, right? I would definitely miss you. If you were eaten.
Alright.
Beware of river monster.
Ooh. Ryan again. Ryan is putting in work,
Some
man.
kind of snake.
I guess.
Do we have to fight it?
Why wouldn't we?
It's cute. Doesn't deserve it or not worth it. Oh, doesn't deserve it?
I feel bad for it. It's just living its life. Being a snake.
It eats people. It's gonna attack. What do you want to do?
Cam, fight, or scare? We'll try Cam for a change.
Hey, we're not here to hurt you. Oh well, it was worth a shot.
Alright, so we've got a new spell or attack.
Untuned chord. 1 damage.
Ethan. Strike of Wrath.
Strike of Wrath! Huh! 3 damage. Ah!
2 damage.
Oh. Actually, stirring him.
Stirring him. Double Thanor's next attack.
Oh, I should have used the Wrath, Striker. Can I still use that? Okay. Oh no, I can't. I thought that it says you can only use it once, but I should have doubled it first and then used it. That was so silly.
Burning Blade! 2 damage, and you're on fire for the next 2 turns.
You're on fire.
Spitting venom.
I'm poisoned.
Shit.
Ah, I'm still on fire.
Ow! Poison damage.
I feel like Alex is better off using magic because, actually, Distortion Field might be better.
Distortion Field. 1 sound damage for the next 2 turns.
Wait him. Scroll of Advantage again.
Scroll of Advantage. We gain an extra turn.
Stab.
Huh! 2 damage.
Alex, double.
Untuned chord. 1 damage.
Fire Blast.
Fire Blast! 3 damage to you. 1 to her.
Oh. 2 damage.
Oh, we should maybe start healing.
I'm still on fire. Ah, my ears are ringing.
It's all happening. Oh my god, he's so into this.
Yeah.
Nicely done, guys.
More loot.
Ooh.
All right, let's make some ears bleed.
Horrid Disharmony.
Wait. What's that? I found the fish scale!
Let's go back and trade it for the Soul Sapphire.
Yeah! Are you bummed that we had to kill the snake?
Nah, it's fine.
Okay, phone again. Ah, there we go.
Shit, that didn't take long.
Lost 1 flash drive. I think I last had it when I was at the lantern earlier. Please, if anyone finds it, get in touch with you immediately. I'm offering a reward. What kind of reward? Do you have it? No, but depending on the reward, I'll try a lot harder to find it. Okay, alrighty. So where are we going now? Steph. Oh, sheet music.
What happened to the rest of the music?
Transfix. Is the other half around here somewhere? No.
Okay, we handled the river serpent.
Thank you, adventurers.
But you should probably clean up that body.
Right.
Seems like so long ago.
I think my chair made a really weird noise there. Look at all the stuff we've got. Hey. Oh, do we have to speak to Steph first, don't we? Yeah.
I hope we meet again.
Oh. Okay, maybe not. So we'll try again with this Soul Sapphire.
One magic fish scale.
Impressive. Well, then here's my end of the bargain.
Only one more jewel left.
Getting there.
Bye. Maybe a healing scroll. Yeah. Although I do really like the advantage scroll.
1 gold, please.
Oh, we can buy both. Okay. So we'll do that then.
1 gold, please.
Sweet. What does the troll dust do?
Too bad we didn't have this back at the bridge.
Oh man, yeah. Oh well. Never mind. Should we buy that as well? Nothing to lose.
We need to find more coins for that.
Okay, never mind then. Right. I wonder what's next then. We've got one more left, but I'm not really sure where we could find it. Oh, is it maybe at the the Black Lantern? Possibly. I know we haven't been. We haven't been to Charlotte's place, but she said that was closed. So the only place I can think of is the Black Lantern. We'll try it.
Go get him, Ethan.
Benchman. Thanks, Benchman.
Go get him. 𝓛𝓸𝓵𝓸𝓻𝓪.
Yeah, I think this is the one place we haven't really.
Looks like the Black Lantern is part of the LARP.
Ah, Jester.
Heed my warning, you traveling twosome, for within that tavern it is quite gruesome. I can't remember the last time I had this much fun.
That makes 2 of us.
Oh, riddle.
Let's hear your riddle.
There are 3, it is said, heroes long dead, fashioned into soul jewels, blue, violet, red. What are their names? Do not be misled.
How are we supposed to know that?
Maybe we can look for some clues.
Okay. So you've been around this bit. But there's no harm in looking again a bit more thoroughly. Oh, yeah, we hadn't been down to like the actual river. Oh, what's that? $1.
I swung over the top once.
No way. Prove it. I'll give you $1 if you can.
I did! I don't have to prove it. I'm gonna tell my mom you called me a liar.
Do it, dude. I dare you.
Gabe, you would have really had fun with all this. Shouldn't go back until we found all 3 jewels.
Okay. So, I don't think they're...
Shouldn't go back until we found all 3 jewels.
Alright, so there's clearly nothing here then. I'm just going in the wrong way constantly. Black Lantern then, I guess. Or like around the Black Lantern. Oh, come on! There are. Anything? Oh, a scroll! Hey! Oh yeah, I love this one.
We're
Scroll
like
adventure.
master scroll seekers.
Yup. Looks like the Black Lantern is part of the LARP.
Alright, so I don't see any clues?
Whoa. What's that about?
It must be inside for that riddle. Glasses guy.
Ethan's back to his old self, thank God. What a great kid.
Ethan's got a lot of people who care about him.
Yeah, he seems to have cheered up a bit, which is good. That was the objective.
I just haven't slept. You know?
Oh, Diane.
Every time I close my eyes, my brain pulls up all these thoughts, these regrets. So I just lie there, crying and feeling like a horrible person.
You mentioned regrets. Can you drill down on that? What is it that you regret?
I don't know. I'm not sure of anything right now.
All that guilt. And she still can't find her way toward doing the right thing.
Gullweather's Tavern.
Wanna look in here?
Is it going to be a bloodbath?
Yeah. Let's go in.
Ooh. Ooh!
What happened here?
Fellow survivors, I see.
Old gnome. Who are you? Are you Hart?
Are you the bartender here?
Nope. Monster ate all of the staff. We'll have to serve ourselves.
Do you know what this key is for?
Belonged to Barry, the tavern keeper. That's his leg over there.
Oh.
So, if you want to try all of the locks, I'm sure he won't stop you.
Let's see what we can find around here.
Okay. I wonder if we'll find clues in here for the riddle.
No longer a problem. You're welcome, citizens.
Take heed, it is believed that a swamp troll has taken residence below the eastern bridge. Yep. Sorted it, man. All in a day's work.
I wonder if Alto the Bard would have cracked the tavern top 20.
10 cards.
Steph really went all out in here.
Yeah. Got a lot of enthusiasm.
I actually feel bad for that person.
Anything behind here worth? Nope.
I'm a genius for convincing Steph that my character should be alone behind the bar. All the drinks I want.
Not sure how I feel about that.
There's a floating tanker down there, see it? This place is magic. Oh, that's funny. Oh, no. I want to speak to him.
Yes?
Are you drinking the bar dry?
How did you survive the attack?
Well, I'm not proud of it, but I tripped an elderly woman. She had it coming. Stingy dishwench.
Dishwench. We're on a quest.
Want to tell them about our quest?
We're on a quest to end the age of monsters. So you won't have to live in fear anymore.
Are you now? Let me give you something that you may find useful.
Thanks. Figures. This would have been real useful back at the river.
Yeah. Another thing that would have been useful. So it's an 𝓚𝓸𝓵𝓸𝓾 chime. Snakes within hearing must fall asleep. Yeah. We should have really came in here first. I'm getting that impression. We should have just... Okay, about that ale.
I see you've poured yourself some ale.
The floating ale. On the house, or Ned will hear of this. On the house.
You just survived a monster attack.
Don't be a grass.
I think you deserve a couple drinks on the house.
Truly wise beyond your years.
We're gonna keep looking around.
Good luck.
Okay, I think I checked all the compartments.
Do you not think this would be really fun to do in real life? I know there are live action roleplay things and whatever, but I've never even thought about where I would find one or whatever, but it'd be so much fun.
Ugh, rough day for Barry the Tavern Keeper.
Just pretending to be someone else for a day. Wanted poster.
This kingdom has serious problems.
Wanted dead or alive, 𝓚𝓸𝓵𝓸𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓰𝓮, 𝓚𝓻𝓮 of Graveton, and 𝓚𝓻𝓮𝓼𝓵𝓸𝓵𝓸𝓻𝓪. Advertisements.
House barred. Sorry, Steph. Alto is pretty happy with her current gig.
Seeking a house bar to entertain at dinners, dances, beheadings, etc. Must be witty, perceptive, generous of heart. Black hair preferred, cute smile a plus, excellent compensation. Steph is totally firing in. Doing the old subtle fire in there, isn't she? Old swords for sale. See Ewan, the blacksmith. Repel monsters with a secret blend of herbs. Only 4 gold coins for recipe. Meet behind Gallweather's Mondays at midnight. It didn't work at all, you hack. Anyone else been hearing spooky sounds around the castle? Yes has 2, no has none. Very imaginative. Oh, a coin!
I want to focus on Ethan right now.
Yeah, that is fair. Let's not make ourselves sad. We were busy?
I doubt it. We were probably talking to King Tabor when it happened.
What's this? Ah, is this the other half of it?
Can't wait to transfix some monsters with my sweet hypnotic jams.
Enemy cannot move for 1 turn. Sweet. Okay. Oh, paper.
The 13th quinquennial meeting of the Daegu Biscuit Boys is hereby called to order. I'm sorry to announce that all 6 of us remain upright and above ground.
First point of order. Ducky, if you had to guess, though, about how much longer you fixing to live?
Just long enough to collect, Gordon, and not a minute longer. I'll
Ducky is in a tontine.
Right. So I'm not going to lie, I have no idea what a tontine is. So I'm going to Google it right now. Hopefully, it alleviates me of my confusion. Is that bad that I don't know what that is? Is that something that most people know? A tontine is the name of an early system for raising capital, in which individuals pay into a common pool of money. They receive dividends based on their share of returns from investments made with the pooled money.
That'd be cool.
Even in their heyday, tontines were regarded as somewhat off-colour. So it's not, it's frowned upon. The name comes from a 17th century Italian financier, Lorenzo de' Tonti. There you go, I've learned something new today.
That better be washable. Here we go. This probably has the answer to that riddle.
Hey! Okay, let's read this then. So, the legend of the Soul Jewels. 𝓛𝓸𝓵𝓸𝓵𝓸𝓵. Long ago it is said, when unspeakable terrors reigned even in daylight, 4 heroes faced the great shadow of the Kellyan shores. For days the battle raged until the powers of the great shadow overwhelmed the 4 heroes, pushing them to the brink of death. There, among waves stained with blood, 3 of the heroes gave their lives, calling upon an ancient spell that pulled the souls from their bodies and fashioned them into 3 stones of immeasurable power. From 𝓛𝓸𝓵𝓸𝓵𝓸𝓾, the Berserker, strongest of the 4, came the Soul Ruby. From 𝓤𝓻𝓻, the Cleric, weaver of stories, came the Soul Sapphire. From Eilien, the Illusionist, keeper of the old books, came the Soul Amethyst. With all 3 soul jewels in hand, the 4th hero took up the sword and struck down the great shadow, piercing it with light. Then, weary and bloodied from battle, the 4th hero hid the jewels away and wandered into the deep wilds of Rhûn, never to be seen again. Should we go and speak to the guy? We'll finish looking in here first and then we'll...
Steph thought of everything.
Wow.
She's amazing at this.
A shame we can't look at that actually in more detail, that'd be cool. Chancer.
Surely 𝓛𝓸𝓵 knows that he will need all his wits about him for a quest like this.
A letter.
Guess Lawrence is gonna need a new business advisor.
Dear Lawrence, I write to amend the advice I gave you when we last dined together. There is no need to sell your business. I am confident the age of monsters will soon come to an end. I have it on good authority that His Majesty's call for heroes was answered by none other than 𝓛𝓸𝓵 the legendary monster. That'll be Slayer then. Right, so first of all,
what even is mead?
I'm not sure. I think it's honey wine.
Oh, sounds awesome.
Right, we'll speak with Riddle Man first, then come back.
Godspeed.
Check out what I found in that chest.
Oh, nice.
Nice work, 𝓛𝓸𝓵. I feel like there's more stuff to find in the Black Lantern.
Yeah, we'll go back in.
There was some really interesting...
Oh.
I'll say it once more. There are 3, it is said, heroes long dead, fashioned into soul jewels, blue, violet, red. What are their names? Do not be misled.
Their names are The answer is 𝓛𝓸𝓵𝓸𝓻𝓼, and 𝓛𝓵.
You solved the riddle you've been told. Your prize? A useful hint. Behold. To bribe that deadly troll of old, you have to pay 4 coins of gold.
I wish you told us earlier.
Apologies for hints too late. Please, take a coin to compensate.
Oh, yay, okay. Thank you. Another riddle. Oh.
Can we hear another riddle?
Oh, shit. Sorry. I only had one prepared.
That's okay. That's alright, man.
This guy.
Sorry. We gotta get back to our quest.
That was pretty easy. It was very easy. It was too easy. Right, so what else do we have to do? Do we have to check that chest? I would imagine.
You're back.
We're back.
Someone knows how to keep 𝓛𝓸𝓵 busy.
Right, let's check. Music box. Aha. Oh, that's so cool. What a nice box.
𝓛𝓸𝓵, did you see this?
I like whole
That's got to be it.
I like whole dragony things, I was about to say. I think most people do though. Dragons are cool as fuck.
It's one of the jewels.
Yeah, you've got them all then.
We've got all 3. We can go back to the king now.
Yup.
Yep.
I was having such a quiet morning.
Alright, let's get out of here then.
Don't get eaten out there.
That was fun. It was very imaginative, very creative. I admire those traits in people, for sure. Because life and reality can really suck sometimes, so it's nice to be able to escape and do these things. I guess that's why a lot of us like gaming as well, because it's a nice escape from any shit stuff going on in your own life, right? And it's fun. Well, I think so anyway. Right. Back to Jet.
Alright. Back to the park.
I forget exactly where he was, so... another scroll.
I saw that. Like, right before you picked it up.
Okay, you can have the credit.
No, I don't care. I'm just saying.
Too late. Credit's yours.
Wait, where is there. Is that Charlotte? Yeah.
Oh my god. It's my mom.
𝓛𝓸𝓵, the monster slayer, you've come at last. Do you remember me from your past adventures?
You're 𝓛𝓸𝓵𝓸𝓵, the forest spirit.
You have done well on your quest.
She's a cool
The
mom.
forest notices. She offers a treasure for you to claim. Look, there.
What is that?
Aww.
The Sky Sword. It's the Sky Sword of Power. It's exactly the same as I drew in the comics. It's got the pincer and the same grip. And it's got this part for the jewels. How do they do it? Can I Really take it?
Notheria said so, or use it for good.
Promise me you'll only use it for good. Helping others and stuff like that.
Okay.
Oh. No. He's buzzing.
Bard, a song, if you please.
Man on the spot or what? Hey, that rhymes. Monsters beware or prophecy fulfilled. I think Ethan would appreciate the monsters one, wouldn't he? More so. Both are good options, but
Monsters beware your final hour. 𝓛𝓲𝓵𝓸𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓰𝓮 has found the sky sword of power.
oh. This boss fight.
I'll take that sword now! And the jewels!
Stormrider, the undead! I should have known King Tabor was you all along!
You fools! You have collected the jewels I need and brought them right to me!
Defy Stormrider or encourage Thaner. Encourage Thaner.
We've gotten this far. We can beat him.
I was wondering.
Give them to me!
I was so theatrical. I was wondering why we found all those scrolls afterwards, so this must be like, ooh, oh, this is cool. We definitely have to heal though, don't we?
Scroll of healing.
Yay, right.
Stirring him.
Attack, Strike of Wrath.
Strike of Wrath!
Oh!
Ah!
Oh.
Scroll of advantage.
Oh, we haven't tried this one yet. Horrid Disharmony.
Horrid Disharmony.
Oh!
Did that do much? Thaner. Fire Blast.
Fire Blast!
Oh!
Oh man, I hoped he would Bard there. We'll do another
Scroll of advantage.
Distortion field.
Burning blade.
Burning blade!
This normally burns them, doesn't it? Oh no, maybe not. Okay, never mind then. I'll just go fuck myself. Not tried that either.
Hypnotic fugue.
Right, we better do some actual damage to this guy now.
Transfixed by that gorgeous music! Ugh! Curse this fire!
Oh, it did burn him, okay.
Oh, that sound! It rattles my skull!
Everything's happening at once.
Stirring him!
Oh!
Hey, we did it!
No!
That was fun.
We did it!
I can't believe what just happened!
Scary, epic fun.
That last fight was epic!
I hate that word, but
yeah,
I guess
but
it's
the best
fun.
part was finding.
Oh no.
Shit.
Gabe's dead. Gabe's dead because of me. It's my fault. I killed Gabe. I killed Gabe. I killed Gabe.
Ethan? It wasn't your fault. At all.
Oh,
It wasn't. Okay? It wasn't.
It was going so well too. Fucking mines.
Charlotte?
Back here.
Ooh. Man, I would love a space like that.
Hey. Thanks for coming. Of course. Ethan's dad already pick him up? Yeah, they just left. I just wanted to thank you. Ethan needed today.
So did I, or glad I could help. Yeah, so did I.
Honestly, by the end, I was having just as much fun as he was. He thinks the world of you, you know. After everything, I think you're sort of his hero. He's sort of mine. How creative he is. You must be so proud of him. He was so thrilled to see you show up with the sword. I think that was mostly about the sword. Maybe. But I think he was happy to see you in his world. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm okay. Charlotte? God, Alex, don't mind me, okay? Just a lot going on.
You do have a lot going on, or I don't mind.
I don't mind you. At all. Do you want to talk about it?
Oh.
You're really sweet, but I'm okay. Thanks for swinging by. I'll See you at the festival?
Oh, she doesn't seem okay at all, but don't want to pry and don't want to push her into telling us or talking about it if she doesn't want to, so...
Are you sure? If you want company, I'm... Said no! Fuck, don't you listen?
Oh!
Shit.
I wasn't expecting that.
This was a mistake. Where did that anger come from?
Okay, Steph is texting us. Great timing, Steph. Dude, thank you so much. You totally killed it. Award-winning bard material right there. Ducky. Dear Alex, what a marvellous event. I'm so glad I could participate in today's live action roleplay. It brings me back to my days in theatre. Did I ever tell you that I once essayed the role of Falstaff in my school's production of The Merry Wives of Windsor? With enough liquid prodding, you may one day get me to recall a few verses. And thank you for including me in the festivities. It's nice to take my mind off things. Anyhow, you enjoy your very first festival. I can still remember mine clear as day. Aw. Can someone please explain why everyone on Main Street is dressed like a Renaissance festival threw up on them? Oh, mate, come on. Lighten up. Listen not, sir, to those who tell you to abandon hope, for the great hero 𝓛𝓸𝓵𝓸𝓻𝓪 has arrived at our gates. What does this mean? I just wanted to get some ice cream. Okay, that's everything.
This hurts to even look at. How much did it hurt to make? There's almost an innocence about this one. I wonder what it's saying. Wonder what's inside.
Feathers.
It looks like Charlotte is really pouring herself into her art. Beautiful. So why does it kind of make my skin crawl?
It can be both, I suppose. Beautiful and skin crawly.
Her anger is so intense. Maybe there's something here that can tell me why.
Gabe, it's your fault. Why would you teach me to need someone again just to go and leave me all alone? Alex, it's your fault. Everyone loves you. But I can't look at you without thinking about how fucked everything is since you came into my life. Ryan, it's your fault. You were supposed to protect us. Why couldn't you?
She's so angry at everyone around her, but there's something else here.
Is it going to be herself? For Ethan?
What is wrong with me? I can't let myself feel this way. When did I become such a fucking monster?
God.
Ethan! It's your fault!
No.
Why couldn't you just fucking listen?
God, that's rough.
You're angry at him. At Ethan. You blame him. I'm a bad mom, Alex. Charlotte. Charlotte.
I hate my son, Alex.
Oh.
He's sweet, and he's creative, and he's the most important thing in the entire universe to me. And I hate him. For so long, it was just me and him. It took so long to learn how to be okay with that. And I was. But then, Gabe, I can deal with hating Ryan, or you, or even Gabe. But Ethan, if he had just listened, Gabe would still be alive. It all comes back to that.
That is so tough. Your feelings matter, or your actions are what matters.
What you're feeling makes more sense than you think. Your pain matters too.
None of it fucking matters. He's dead. I wish I were too.
This anger could kill her, and nothing I'm saying is helping. What if I could just take it away?
No, because every time
I can do it. I can take her anger from her.
But would she not absorb that? And then something bad would happen to Alex.
What would that do to her? What would it do to me? And even if I can, should I?
I don't think that's a good idea. I think it's best to leave her alone. So maybe she just needs some space. I think taking her anger is just too risky. Right? Because you don't know what's going to happen. Something really bad could happen. And also if you leave her alone, she was saying she doesn't want to be here anymore. She was dead. So I really hope this doesn't end in Charlotte doing something awful. hard.
I can't. I'm sorry, Charlotte.
I hope that was the right decision. I feel so bad leaving her though, or not helping, but say nothing, apologise, or reassure.
You're strong. You'll get through this. I guess we'll find out.
Oh, that wasn't too patronising. God, that was tough. Because now I'm worried that because we didn't take her anger, she's going to hurt herself or just get angrier and angrier. You know what I mean? But then if she did take the anger away from her, then Alex could have done something similar, you know? That was a really cool sequence though with the sculpture. It's quite hard hitting, isn't it? It's really heavy hitting, hard hitting, and the feels story for sure. Which is really typical of these games. Yeah. It was going so well too. It was going so well.
Okay. Hear me out. Is Typhon run by the Illuminati?
That would explain the conspicuously triangle-shaped logo.
Boom! Finally cracked it.
Hey.
Alex. So, how did things go with Charlotte?
Not great.
I don't know. She was hurting so much. I thought I'd be able to help her, but I couldn't.
If you couldn't help her, I'm sure no one could.
That's nice,
So,
Steph.
please tell me that the USB stick revealed all of Typhon's secrets.
Not yet, but... Alex...
We found a recording of Gabe's call.
Oh.
I should probably listen to that.
That'd be quite upsetting though to hear that.
I need to know.
We're here for you. Okay?
Okay, we'll see what Ethan has to say first. Hey Alex, it's Ethan. I'm really sorry about that. The LARP was amazing, really, you're a badass. Aw. You don't have to apologize, I had so much fun with you. Have a great time with your dad and stay safe. Right, let's do this. This might be very emotional.
Typhon safety. Mac, it's me. I'm working, Gabe. We can talk about what happened later. This isn't about that. I need you to call off the explosion. Ethan's in the blast radius. Shit. He could get killed. What the hell's wrong with you? He snuck off. We're up here right now trying to find him. Mac, please. All right, I'm on it. We'll halt the blasts. Fuck. You can't imagine the headaches this will create for me. Thanks, Mac. Whatever. Just doing my job.
They just ignored him. It's so fucked.
You know it's bad when Mac turns out to be the good guy.
You okay?
We're taking these fuckers down.
Hell yeah. That's the spirit.
This USB stick has what I need. Time to dig through it.
Phone again, right.
Everything is so not fine.
Heard some kind of commotion coming from the silver dragon. Yeah. So nosy. See what Steph's thinking.
Whatever's going on with Typhon, it wasn't worth Gabe's life. Talk about looking for a needle in a haystack.
We're gonna get... So, how fucked are we?
If we can't work it out ourselves, I could always just seduce the truth out of Diane.
Oh, you really think so?
Yeah. You saw me in action, right?
Gotta find joy in the little things. Right, Gabe? A key part of any good investigation.
Fried rice, hell yeah. The map.
Ryan brought this down from his station. Hope it comes in handy. A cold case and a warm beer.
We're going to get them. For you, Gabe.
We're gonna get them. Okay?
Yeah, I know we will.
Ryan's pretty good at this detective stuff.
Right. So, flash drive.
Thanks for spilling your guts.
Let's use the laptop.
Gabe's call came in from the sat phone at 8:41 p.m. I should find the next call and see if that has any information.
Finding what happened after Gabe's call at 8:41 p.m. Okay. 8:41. So Typhon HQ, that'll be right. Yeah, that's Gabe there.
Lena, it's Diane. We have a problem. You're kidding. There's a kid lost in the mountains near the pit. We need to postpone. Lena?
Haven is your site, Diane, and therefore this is your decision. I know I don't need to remind you of the stakes.
Someone could be hurt. Or killed.
We've been over this. Anyone up there has disregarded posted notices and accepted full liability.
We're talking about a child. I'm just asking for one day.
If you postpone tonight's scheduled blast, you put Rhea in jeopardy. That puts the whole company in jeopardy.
Bastards.
Is that what you want?
No.
Then do the math and make the right call. Email me when it's done.
I will.
What the hell is Rhea?
Must have been pretty damn important.
Maybe Diane says more about it in her email?
Maybe. Let me see if I can find it.
Her email. Oh, HQ.
Damn. Is this what Diane sold her soul for?
Hello, Diane. After a recent conversation, I took the liberty of expediting your application to our executive training program. We will move forward with your enrollment as soon as you have the situation in Haven all wrapped up.
Too bad money can't fix all of Typhon's problems.
Hello, Diane. Sorry to hear about the troubles you're having with your hauler.
This is the email Diane mentioned. So what is Rhea?
I warned you, Lena. I fucking warned you. Rhea went off undetected as you insisted. And now someone is dead. You better have a plan. I am not going down for this, at least not alone. And she replies, I understand you're upset and emotional about tonight's tragic, unavoidable accident. What? Excuse me? Therefore, I am choosing to overlook this momentary lapse of judgment. I'll be calling first thing tomorrow to discuss how we move forward. I suggest you take the night to cool off. Oh, fuck off, man.
Seems like a lot is hanging on these inspections.
Hey, Diane, I wanted to congratulate you on the efforts on the Haven Springs expansion campaign. Pop some champagne, you've earned it. Okay, what was the last one?
Who would have thought getting away with murder would be so bureaucratic?
Okay, so we can click on these words here. I don't even know
whatever Typhon was up to, it looks like they've all but gotten away with it. Of course, that was Diane's idea. I'm gonna make sure this expansion fails if it's the last thing I do. This is the email Diane mentioned. So what is Rhea? Rhea went off undetected. Was there a second blast that night?
They only had permits for one.
What did Lena say? Without the scheduled blast, Rhea would be discovered? Shit.
The blast that killed Gabe was just a cover for another explosion?
We didn't hear another explosion, though. It must have gone off somewhere else.
If we can find out where it was, that might tell us what it was for.
Mm-hmm. Where was the second blast? Okay. File browser.
Diane has dossiers on the entire Haven Council.
Sorry, dossier.
That's not creepy at all.
Dossier. Oh my god, Eilien. Granddaughter student loans, a native to Haven Springs. She's well respected by council members. Holds considerable sway but is unlikely to dissent on her own. Jed is viewed as a local hero. Strong ally. Charlotte. Well-known small business owner. She'll provide instrumental to getting the buy-in of both business owners. As Gabe Chen's girlfriend, she'll be a lost cause. Corporate, okay. Pressure point. Grief over deceased wife. Estranged relationship with daughter. We do know he arrived in Haven shortly after resigning from the board of his own company due to a falling out with his daughter. Jason Pike. Career as sheriff's deputy, seems to have a crush on you. Jason Pike has been a sheriff's deputy for over 8 years. Man. Right, so that won't show us anything.
This is Rhea. Fuck. This map's too small to tell where this is.
I need a map.
Oh, we have one. Oh, no,
Thanks
one.
for spilling your guts.
Right, search.
That's the site of the 2008 Typhon mine collapse.
Wait, they set off a blast in their current mine to cover up a blast in their old mine?
That shaft was exhausted years ago. There's nothing left to dig up. What could possibly be down there that's so important to them?
Typhon just had to pass a bunch of inspections at the old site, didn't they?
Yeah, so?
So, I don't think they were digging something up. They were burying something.
Oh. We're gonna go check it out. Oh, okay, that ended very abruptly. Okay, everyone, so I guess we'll leave it there for now, following that kind of abrupt ending. That was a really fun episode. For the majority of the episode. I really enjoyed the LARP, and it was nice to see Ethan having fun. All the townsfolk having fun too, but then things took kind of a sad turn again when we went to see Charlotte, or when the siren sounded and Ethan was reminded of what happened with Gabe. But I'm so intrigued now about what's been happening at the other mining site, the old one, and there's something buried there? Wonder what that could be, and who's associated with that. Very dodgy, but really interesting. But that'll do us for now. Remember, if you are enjoying my videos, please feel free to subscribe. You're very welcome here. I'm currently playing Mass Effect, Life is Strange, True Colors. What else am I playing? Call of the Sea, which will be finishing very shortly. And I'll be starting The Witcher 3 next week. So that's cool, right? But yeah, I'll just leave it there. So until next time, take care. Bye bye.